Premier Notley had a news conference today, or a scrum, with journalists, and she began referring to her opponents, the Progressive Conservatives and the Wild Rose, as the Conservatives and the other Conservatives. She didn't even mention the Wild Rose by name, and we thought, was this a slip of the tongue? But as she continued, a few minutes later, she was saying the Conservatives and the other Conservative Party. She was deliberately not mentioning the Wild Rose. And I was talking to her office about this, and they were saying it's done deliberately, that she wants to lump the Wild Rose and Conservatives together as small c Conservatives. Gone is the word progressive, gone is the word Wild Rose. And this is in a narrative that she's putting forward in terms of the government spending. Right now, of course, we've seen the government open up its books this week, an update showing they're looking at a $10.9 billion deficit this year. This is the government borrowing a lot of money to keep government services running. And as Notley says, she's not about to start laying people off in the public sector, so she'll keep on borrowing and spending a lot of money. And the opposition is asking her to cut. And she is saying that she won't be cutting, that she is saying her opponents, the Conservatives and the other Conservatives, the Wild Rose that is, would just slash government spending, and that would create chaos, lay a lot of people off, cut government services like we saw back under Ralph Klein in the early 1990s. So this is a narrative that Notley is putting forward, comparing her own government that may be running a big deficit to the other guys, the Conservatives, who would be cutting government services and laying people off. And this is the narrative we'll be seeing from her, I imagine, a lot more in the weeks and the months and the years ahead. It's going to be Rachel Notley and the NDP versus the Conservatives and the other Conservatives. I'm Graham Thomson with the Edmonton Journal.